What's the problem?
Yeah, we live.
Okay, so sorry. Welcome everybody. Huge delay. We're still checking if it's still registering on other phones. Oh wow!
very nice.
Amazing. Okay, well welcome everybody. Apologies for the delay.
They recorded the ASMR.
Microphone is crap. I think the microphone is still coming from here.
Oh my god, the microphone issues are having microphone
Really,
problems.
really bad.
It's really bad? Okay, guys, thank you so much for being patient.
Yeah,
We're picking up the whole radio, so the mic
I feel bad for people listening right now.
the absolute crowd of people behind us all trying to solve this one issue. We really wish that we could convey all this information for you in the best way possible. It seems to be that we are destined to not have everything we want. So give us a few moments where we're just quickly
Twee microfoons tegelijk, ja.
We're going to have to do this, and people are going to have to be quiet. That's been quite difficult for our team, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, as we're here, apologies for the delay. We had a few issues with.
Is audio weg?
Audio's gone.
Audio's gone.
Oh, it's back again.
It's back again. Okay, well, yeah, we had a few delays because of the fact that we're using a bit of new gear. We last minute had to change up a little bit. But what's really nice is we're in a completely new space. So what you'll see every single day during this live stream is a completely new environment. I'm going to be interviewing multiple different people that will be coming into frame very shortly, and you get to also hear from their own personal experiences. And we also get a lovely update from our strategist. He's got very limited time, so it's very nice that he's got time for us today. Even considering this huge delay, he's waiting behind camera, which is amazing. Shout out to you, Lorenzo. Do we have any update on the mic situation?
Still crap.
Still crap. Okay, nice
We'll
verdict.
be coming in soon.
Is het luister wat je hebt?
Ja.
Alright, do we have any update on the mic situation? We are going currently at the moment. Still crap. Okay, nice verdict. Here in Denmark.
Is het luister wat je hebt?
Stick around with us until that's sorted. I've got a driver, a electrical alumni, and also our strategist coming up today, so it's all very exciting. Yeah, and hopefully you guys can kind of see what's coming up. This is not going to be our greatest live stream for sure. Tomorrow will be much better, but at least you know that every evening around this time you can tune in and you can find out the next best update you can possibly get. There's the best. There's always more other platforms, so please keep an eye on those. They're all
Currently at the moment.
you can find us on basically every platform except for Twitter. I will admit, not our strongest suit, but we are not really Twitter's demographic, I must say. But we are very active on Meta and LinkedIn, and we do like to post our TikTok. We are also really open to any texts,
Gewoon
comments,
staat op super staat.
any kind of curiosities that you have. We are a team of very eager individuals, so we're happy to answer your beck and call whenever you like. Can I get a quick diagnosis?
It seems like the microphone is most likely somewhere here because I hear breathing.
Other DJI.
Oh.
Yeah. Something here is picking up sounds. So it's maybe another microphone around this area.
Okay. Let's try to see this. We got a bit of a delay from the live stream results and me driving right now. So let's give it a few seconds to figure that out. Let me know if it improves at all.
Something here is picking up
But
sounds.
yeah, I guess I'll quickly introduce myself. I'll have to introduce myself again in a moment anyway. But I am Julia Evers. I'm the marketing manager, and I have the absolute honor of getting to help assist you guys develop more on our journey. We are Mara, as I previously mentioned already, this is the second control stop. So you might see online sometimes it says 7 control stops, 9 control stops. I've got this signal, so it's looking like it's a no. What if we just hook up a accessory to the camera?
Is het niet jouw laptopmicrofoon?
Hi guys. We got a really nice amazing capable crew behind the camera, so we're doing the best they can. Yeah, there's a few things we've tried this before and things came up that were not really there. But hey, that's how we go. Well, I'll tell you a little bit at Mara, which is actually where every TDSR team has ever stopped.
zo in het van
Ja.
mezelf.
Het is sowieso mijn.
Dat zeg ik ook steeds, maar we weten nog steeds niet waar het vandaan komt.
Het is sowieso mijn.
Ja, maar dat is helemaal niet verbonden.
We've also got Tokai and a few other teams circled around, and we're all camping out. So we're all ready to get a really good sleep in because tomorrow is day 2, obviously, and we've got a really big stretch ahead of us. So we are currently in Northern Territory, Australia. This state is typically a bit more bushlandy, a little bit more elevation. So this is quite different from what we're going to be coming up to in South Australia. That's not going to be in the books for us likely tomorrow. It'll be likely 2 days from now. But in South Australia, we have more flat lands, not that much bush, a lot of valleys, red dirt, and that also results in a lot of big winds. Australia is a whole whirly whirlies, and that's exactly what we'll be facing in South Australia. This is the biggest risk period for cars to blow off the road. If anyone's been following this project for a while, you know that it can get really risky. In the past, we've had cars blow off the road, cars flip, even our own car, last edition, during the simulation they trip up, they raced up. Ooh, we're picking up a
The
lot of
sound is
audio.
now incredibly bad.
Do we think this one? Okay, I'm gonna put this one back. Alright. What's our viewership at the moment? 44! We've somehow gone up with all the troubles. That's insane. Well, that's amazing, guys. It's really heartwarming. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, amazing. Okay, gotta keep the mic a little bit away from my face. Guys, we are back. We are officially here. Okay, we seem to be well set up. I'll keep my microphone a little bit further away. Timo, is there any chance you can turn down the audio a little bit? Because it's sounding quite aggressive. Anyway. From the main controller for the mics, you can adjust decibels. Okay, anyway, I'll keep talking. It's what I do best. But yes, so in South Australia, actually, our previous team, which is TDSR 2023, they were driving their car Green Thunder through South Australia, and this is actually where their solar deck flew off. So the winds get pretty intense. But if you've watched our recent vlog, you know what I'm talking about, because it seems to be every edition we have to break something. Last edition they got their solar deck destroyed, which is a really big shame. And this edition we spun out our car while doing some track testing and had to do a bunch of relamination, which if anybody has done carbon fiber lamination, you know it's a really tough job. I've helped our crew very briefly during their lamination process, and oh my god, I was not cut out for it. But our crew, which was 5 guys from our team, were working basically day and night, non-stop, building the body of our car, and they did absolutely amazing. Are we back on schedule? Are things looking good? Can I go back to my normal plan and my routine? Okay, we're waiting a little bit longer. I really want to applaud everybody who's watching for your patience and your resilience and your commitment. You're holding a lot of values and attributes that we actually look for here in Top Dutch Solar Racing. So I guess welcome to the team. This is kind of a bit expected almost at this point, because there's so many variables that come into this project and there's so many things that it's kind of hard to control. So yeah, sometimes these things happen, but you have to look on the bright side and know that we're going to have a really great memory of the very first live stream we've ever done is getting a bit chaotic. But I've got confirmation that we're back on schedule, so if you don't mind me, I'm going to reintroduce myself in this live stream here for all our new viewers, just so you guys can get the full story tonight. But hello, welcome to the live stream. It's officially fixed. I'm Juliet Evers. I'm the marketing manager of Top Dutch Solar Racing Team 2025, and I have the privilege of being able to take you guys on a journey and get to ensure that you guys know what's happening. So, we're here. We're in Denmark. This is the second control stop. And we're here camping and sleeping out tonight before we wake up very early tomorrow morning to get ready for race day number 2.
Race day number 1 is concluded. We've traveled over 600 kilometers. The next upcoming days we plan to do just the same or a bit more, and we're really, really looking forward to it. A part of control stops is really just about the details. I will talk to you, sorry, wow, I was talking so well this whole time, and of course I'm getting tripped up when it actually matters. But you'll be talking to a strategist soon. He'll tell you a bit more about control stops, but control stops are very technical. These are the kind of situations that can make or break your race. This is the only confirmed times that other solar racing teams will be nearby to you. Him in a little bit. But to tell you a bit more about how the race is going so far, oh, we got lighting adjusted as well. We're getting all the fixins today. With this kind of race, a lot of unexpected things happen. For example, this live stream, but also really unfortunate things. We can take this situation on the chin, but there are other things, like for example, we've had to unfortunately say goodbye to one of our solar racing competitors, Hust. They have to unfortunately resign with their car Henry. We're unsure of the reasonings, but it really goes to show what really is at stake here. As simple as a first day, you can really have really complicated and difficult situations to deal with that can result in really unfortunate conclusions. A part of that as well is the importance of making sure your car is ready to go. But again, this project comes with a lot of unexpected twists and turns. And actually, the team that was on P1, Zonnewagen Aachen, actually had to pull over still in Darwin, so without exiting the city. So there's a lot of things you don't know and you can't predict. And Zonnewagen Aachen, oh my God, are they a strong team. It is insane what they can achieve. And the fact that they had to pull over in Darwin really goes to show that you really can't control everything. But don't worry, they're fixed. Everything is sorted. We heard that it was some electrical difficulties, but thankfully a lot of that you can prepare and have spares for and also diagnose quite quickly. So it's better that than something that's a bit more difficult to fix. So I'd actually like to welcome our amazing driver, Rolf. He did the second stint of today. Do you want to tell a little about yourself?
Well, welcome. I'm Rolf, second driver of today. Also electrical engineer. What else is it about me basically? I'm just here. I'm just enjoying the moment. I'm driving the car, going north to south, driving, chilling, having my life on. It's amazing. Great. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Well, actually, Rolf was a really big fan of this project. He's actually a very unique anomaly for us, which is the first time ever we've had siblings in the project. So Rolf is in this edition, but actually in our edition in 2019, your sister Iris was also a part. Oh, 21. Sorry, 2019 is when we were founded, and we were founded in 2017. We competed for the first time in 2019, but Iris is also here for the trip. So this is the very first time we've had siblings during the race. It's amazing.
Together even, yeah.
But do you want to tell me a bit more about how much you've really followed the project and why you ended up following in your sister's footsteps?
I think it was like 2019. I saw this show online on YouTube about the first top Dutch team here. I was like, holy shit, I need to be here. It's from Groningen. I'm from Groningen. It was already my passion to do something, a project like this. And I saw this team from Groningen. I was like, oh, I just now have to go to the university, study electrical engineering, join this team whenever I want to, and be the best member I can be. I really push my limits to hopefully be that member. And then Iris as well wanted to do something out besides her studies, so I pointed her a bit into the direction of Top Dutch, and she enjoyed it so much. She's now even back again in Australia. So that's great. I love her to have her here.
That's amazing. I actually didn't know that you were also the Kickstarter for Iris. I thought maybe Iris was the Kickstarter for you. Wow, we're all learning something new today. But did you always know that you were going to be one of the drivers?
No. It was like a year ago. I didn't really want to be a driver. I was like, might be scary. Maybe I will just crash the car, and then the whole project is over for the whole team. But also I was like, yeah, it will be really cool if I can drive this car. So I was like, yeah, why not? Just get the confidence, drive it, and be happy. And I am really happy right now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're also one of the people that get to build the car. So if you crash it or if something goes wrong, it's also kind of on you. So it's kind of hard to get out of that one. Yeah. But how was it actually driving Green Falcon today? You got to do the second stint. So what actually happened is we got a driver from the first stint to the control stop, which I'll tell you about a little bit later, and then Rolf got to step in, which was amazing. But tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was just smooth sailing. Got in the car, drove off, got some set speeds from Tom. It's like, oh, that's pretty quick, but let's go for it. So full gas, didn't stop, just over some hills. Was amazing. This is the car, smooth sailing. Like it's yeah, I don't know what to say.
Hula girl.
It was amazing. It was great. Yeah, just what I've dreamed of basically to do. I was really proud of the team during the car when I was driving. It's like, wow, we made it. Like we built this car together as a team. We're now here together in Australia with our own car during this challenge. It's like, wow, it's so cool, so cool. So proud of this team and this whole project here.
Yeah, you could also see some of the work still happening behind us. Green Falcon's getting worked on mainly mechanically and structurally, and making sure that the solar cells are all protected. But you weren't really focusing on solar cells, you were focusing mainly on the battery, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yes. And how was that whole process, seeing now that you're driving with the battery that you've made?
Oh, it was a bit scary in the beginning when we arrived in Australia. We had to make a whole new battery, so that was quite a bit of work. Testing all of it, bug fixing and everything. But now, since a couple of days, it's been performing really well. Like there's no weird behavior, it's just perfect. Chef's kiss, basically.
Chef's kiss. Well, thank you so much, Rolf. Thank you for also coming in and showing your amazing enthusiasm. I'm happy I picked you, because some people kind of overworked and underslept. But, I mean, you are too.
I mean, I'm too. I'm always underslept.
Yeah.
Sleep deprived is part of the project.
But anyway, you're a driver, so you need to go to bed.
Yes.
So thank you for staying up.
Good night.
But- All right. Well, big shout out to Rolf for coming up, because he was actually supposed to be in bed a while ago. So, you know, the delays really does affect every single part. It's so well integrated. But yes, as Rolf is an electrical engineer, and as I mentioned, Sonnewagen Aachen also had some electrical issues. Electrical things are really, really big contributing factors to the quality of your work and how well you perform. Which is why I'd actually like to interview our second person. I'd like to bring on Temba. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Temma. I'm an alumni, so I was with the 23 team. I was an electrical engineer. I'm still an electrical engineer, but I'm also doing a bit of logistics. So they call me the gas man, because Jochem and I are filling up all the convoy cars with gas.
Yeah. You smell like gas right now,
I smell
actually.
like gas. Yes, we were just done with filling up all the cars. The diesel here was empty, so we had to go to the truck diesel. So we had to do a bit creative thinking of how to fix that.
Honky plonky.
Honky plonky.
Yeah. So actually, a part of this, again, about the live stream delays, is there's always something going on. Even with our delay, you got to find a bit of time to do something a little bit extra. But yeah, as a electrical alumni, can you tell me a little bit about the emphasis of really good electrical work and how having an electric car like this, it's not just the base, it's really every single detail that goes into it? Or maybe you disagree, maybe it's just kind of the base of a car and the mechanics and the structural kind of work around it. I don't know. Maybe I'm going the wrong direction here.
So what I think for this edition, what makes our electrical team really special, is that this edition we tried to completely make our own battery. So previously we had somewhat of an alumni who made the electronics, so the BMS part of it, which managed the whole system, and we just made the electromechanical part of it, so the box, the push bars, the connections with the cells. But right now we had that we made our own BMS, so we did all the electrical work ourselves, we did all the software work ourselves, and we made the box ourselves. Like the complete battery is ours. Which is something we're really keen on doing, because we want to make the car like completely custom based on our own specification, which means that we have to make our own things.
Yeah. No, actually our software engineers really kicked some ass this time, also with a big help of our amazing alumni, but they actually didn't have to make a BMS from scratch. But these guys really just saw some fun and some challenges and also some benefits from doing so, and whilst also taking on their current workload, were able to make a whole BMS from scratch. Have you ever attempted to make a BMS from scratch during your edition?
Well, yeah. So with our edition, we didn't make a complete BMS. We just tried to make a small battery pack which could fit into our main battery, so we could bring just a little bit more energy. So I did try that myself. Also with this edition we tried that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, to clarify, a BMS is a battery management system, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. So pretty much every electrical item has some kind of sort of BMS.
Not necessarily. So within our car, we only have one power source, well, besides the solid deck, one place where we store all of our energy. That's inside of a battery, and this has a BMS. This has the management system, which takes care of like the charging of the cells, but also emptying them out. Takes care of that the cells are the right temperature, that they don't go above that they don't go out of their specs. And then all of the other electronics in the car is powered by this battery.
Amazing. You also mentioned that you do some logistics. So you kind of get to step outside of... Sorry, I keep getting signal to bring my mic closer down, but it feels so awkward down here, but I'm getting aggressively signaled, so I'll keep it down here. So apologies, this is not on the technical crew behind here, it's on me. But you don't do logistics, so you get to kind of look from this outsider perspective. You're a bit more an observer. You're in the Gamma vehicle, which just has the diesel, and you kind of do the shit tasks like taking out the trash. You know, what's your like perspective on the difference from your edition to this edition?
Yeah, so I'm doing the logistics, and what I always say is like all tasks are evenly important. So taking out the trash is as important as filling up the cars, is as important as cooking for the whole team, because all those things that just need to be done. But for me, for this edition, is that because I'm not really into the technical part, of course I helped on the car, I worked on the car, but during the challenge itself I mostly am driving and mostly I'm looking from a distance, which really opens my view on how Australia actually looks. Because in the previous edition I was the battery officer, so I was monitoring all the data coming out of the battery, which meant that I was 24/7, like the whole challenge I was looking at a screen. And now I'm looking at the outside. I saw animals, I saw trees, I saw bushfires, which was really, it was really nice to see. We also saw a few of the other teams driving to a control stop, because we are one of the first of our team to be at a control stop. Which is really fun to see that, for instance, today you had, I think, Twente was going into the first control stop in Catherine, and then immediately after we had Brunel, or the other way, I don't know anymore, but it's really fun to see also that side of the challenge.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I remember talking to you about this before, about how you were basically living in Chase, and now you actually get to see the outside world and see control stops. That's amazing. Well, is there anything that you find for like the team dynamic or team progress, or maybe Green Falcon, is something a bit more generalized that you have a nice contrasted view on between past edition and current?
Oh, that's a difficult one, because in the previous edition I was doing all the work myself. I was in the challenge, I was in the race in that sense, and now I'm looking from a distance. So I'm seeing a lot of things where I'm like, hey, you shouldn't do that because I made those mistakes, and I know that these are normal mistakes to make. People really want to work on their project. They don't want to give it away to somebody else because they are tired. I also did that. So that's really unique to see. But I'm also seeing that people are improving on themselves, because when I arrived in Clare, all the way in the south, the team was working together. But now I'm also seeing that the team can also work better under pressure, working at high stress environments, on the car, with each other, which is really nice to see.
No, I fully agree. Yeah, we actually got to see Temba in action at the ISC, which is the Alumnus European Solar Challenge. So that's the European equivalent of the competition that we're at the moment. And you're also very busy with electrical work. You basically pulled an all-nighter, or you did.
Yeah.
You fell asleep at the table while, I think, soldering or something. Not soldering, that's dangerous. But yeah, so Temba, he's an absolute workhorse, and also now an all-seeing eye. So that's amazing. But thank you so much, Temba. I won't keep you away from your equally important tasks at logistics. But thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll probably see you in a few minutes.
Good afternoon.
All right. Bye. Okay, well, you've got to see a bit of a contrasted opinion and perspective, a little bit more leaning towards the electrical side, but we are truly all jack of all trades here. But one thing I really wanted to mention to you is actually our control stops. So before I pass on to our strategist, I want to show you our control stops, which actually we started from Darwin today and we went through Catherine and now we're at Dunmara. So this is the third control stop. You might see online there's some kind of variance between whether we say it's 11 control stops or 9 control stops. Technically there are 9 control stops, and it's 11 if you're counting the start line and the finish line. So the start line in Darwin was really interesting. It was smack bam in the middle of the city centre, and it was really cool getting to see all the public transport and, you know, civilians of all kinds standing there and watching us, and also being quite confused as to why their street is blocked. But it was super exciting. We also had to deal with a lot of other issues that you wouldn't typically experience in the outback, like for example pedestrian crossings and red lights. We actually were quite unfortunate and got quite a few red lights, but hey, that's the luck of the draw. But now here in Dunmara, we're getting ready for tomorrow, which is when we get to really push for Tennant Creek. After this, we will hopefully get maybe 1 or 2 more control stops in the day. But hey, I'm not the one that has to tell you this. I'm just a media person. So I'll pass you on to our amazing strategist, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, perhaps you could actually just join me here if you like. We had it lined up. Yeah, you can come join me here. We had it lined up for Lorenzo to have his amazing own frame because he's got so much amazing information to share.
Something that you plan in the morning, that is not always what is going to happen then in the afternoon. So be ready to change is in our skill set.
Yeah, we had a lot of changes today, but there weren't crazy changes. There were things that you could predict. How was today for you?
So today, in particular in the morning, was according to plan. We consume as much as we were planning to. The afternoon, we have weather that was changing quite quickly about wind, so that started to be a little bit more challenging because the consumption were not as we predicted.
Yeah, we reached about 40 kilometers per hour winds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gust up to 28 kilometers per hour, so it was kind of fast on the side of the car. So also from chase we could see the driver had some difficulty sometimes to keep the car precisely in the center of the road.
Yeah, but we have also practiced this already in South Australia, so are you nervous about it, or do you think we're going to be okay when we reach the higher speeds?
No, I think that we planned a lot and we tested a lot as well, and I was quite confident about it. Also the driver was confident. Also every time that we want to change the speed, we always ask the driver if he feels comfortable to drive that speed. And if it doesn't, then we're not going to do that.
Yeah, which is really important because actually we take safety really seriously here. We kind of act like it's the new cool thing, which I feel like in high school we always pretended like it wasn't. Last edition we also won the safety award, and we've got our amazing technical manager and also safety officer Kala. She was at the beginning of the live stream accidentally doing ASMR to the mic, but she's also taking it seriously, so hopefully we're also in the draw for a safety award. But what comes into safety is also control stops and driver swaps. So how was today? Do you think it went well?
Overall it went well. There are some points of improvement, like sometimes we put the car too much in the shadow or not right towards the sun, so we lost some energy there, but we are going to learn from our mistake and we are not going to make it tomorrow, so that's
True. Definitely got to learn from our mistakes. This live stream is a great example. Okay, but how about let's talk about tomorrow then. As you mentioned, we're going to learn from our mistakes. But what's actually in the books for us tomorrow? What is it looking like?
So currently is not everything planned yet. So we actually currently run our models and run our also weather models as well to get an intuition what is going to be tomorrow. But at this stage we plan to go through technically definitely around midday probably, and then we'll see actually how much we're going to charge that Tennant Creek, and then we're going to make a plan for the afternoon. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you always kind of plan to do around 600 or more kilometers per day.
Yes, actually one of the top teams on the grid at the moment, which is Anoptis, they've also done amazingly. They went from P16 to P3 at the end of today, and they actually did over 700 kilometers. So do you think we're ever going to be able to do around 700 in a day?
I think that if the weather is in our favor, then yes. We definitely have the possibility, and also today there was a small chance. Unfortunately, we make some small mistake along the ways, so probably maybe tomorrow we are going to make it.
Well, also about other teams and also kind of adjusting and being flexible. I'm in the media car and we have to do a lot of overtaking because we're jumping ahead, pulling over, taking some photos and videos, ending up behind and overtaking, yada yada. I mean, you know it. I had to Porto in a lot today.
Yeah, I can hear everything through Porto. Sometimes the communication is quite funny, in particular when other solar teams start to contact us for overtaking.
Yeah. Do you have any funny stories from today?
For today, I have one moment from Tokai that want to overtake us. We were going close to the same speed, and we asked, well, get in contact with our lead car, so they're going to tell if there are incoming traffic. And then reply, yes, we're going to overtake now.
Yeah, no, we heard that on Porto too.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a giggle.
Yeah, they start to run, and then the lead car, don't do it, road training coming. sorry.
Yeah, but those things kind of happen, especially if you're waiting so long and you've got your race on the line. But eventually everything was resolved, everybody was safe, it was all fine. It was a road train that really came out of nowhere. I remember also I was just behind it. It was a big surprise to all of us when you guys portoed in, going, wait. But about tomorrow, as we deal with a lot more overtaking and everything, and you said weather conditions, if they were in our favor, they would be amazing. We can maybe reach about 700 kilometers. What is the upcoming few days and tomorrow looking like weather-wise?
So weather-wise, more we're going towards south, more unfortunately the weather is going to be against us, actually not in our favor. That's due for the fact that it's winter season in South Australia, and that's challenging. So for tomorrow it's going to be close about today, but the day after we may start to get also some clouds along, so reduction in some production. And then our goal is to try to enter a really small window that we have to do in the race in 4 days, so to reach Adelaide with the sun, and if we miss it, then it's going to be in 5 days. That's really small windows, and we are really working really hard to actually manage to enter. So far we are on track. Let's see tomorrow actually how it goes.
Yeah, very excited. I'm also hoping for 4 days, but hey, you guys are the dream team. You're the best that we could possibly get. So I know that we're in good hands, especially with our project. We kind of build everything from almost fresh. Well, you take what was made before and you evolve it. So you guys actually got to make all the models, and you guys, yeah. I mean, we got a video lined up where you get to see what the convoy cars look like, and they'll get to see your absolute just like cave of a car.
Yeah, it's okay. We spend there basically from the 4 in the morning until 9 at night. So that's
Yeah.
it's a long day living there.
Yeah, a lot of us get sunburned. These guys don't.
No, we don't, because also we cover all the windows.
Yeah.
We don't see anything.
No, as Temba said, because Temba previously was also in the chase, previous edition, didn't get to see anything. He had no clue what the different control stops look like.
Yeah, like I have this small gap to see the solar car. Well, that's it. Yes, I have a window that every now and then I look outside, but today, well, a lot of teams want to overtake us, so I want to close the window for not showing our data to other teams. So basically, just a little bit of solar car and then just screen, and data. So now I'm going to dream about numbers, apparently.
Well, I don't envy you, Lorenzo. But thank you so much, Lorenzo, and also thank you again for your patience. You were waiting really patiently behind camera, but good luck with the models. Well, guys, you got to get a bunch of different perspectives and you got to be updated. We've got the next few chapters up ahead of us, considering the fact that we also had a lot of tumultuous chapters behind us. For example, we had to do our whole new solar deck. We had logistical nightmares, like for example, our shipping container is not going to be pretty much at any time that's convenient to us. But these things kind of happen, and you have to take it on the chin and go with the flow. And that's exactly what we do. And it's kind of paying off, because we're currently sitting at P7. This is due to a lot of congestion and also an unfortunate red light that we had at some roadworks, which delayed us about 20 to 30 minutes. And we're sitting here at P7, but we're going to be starting tomorrow with a really great battery, and as always, a really great car and team. So we really believe that we can progress up on that leaderboard. Tennant Creek will be the proper teller as to how well we're succeeding, because when it comes down to that leaderboard as to when you come into a control stop, you get timed and you have a lot of restrictions as to when you can leave. So once you're in, you're locked in for 30 minutes, and then after that you can leave. So that's where you really get to see the full layout. But that's it for us today. Thank you again for all your patience. This has turned out to be quite a long live stream. We plan to make this much shorter in future times, but now we've got it all sorted and perfected. I'll see you tomorrow around the same time, starting at 9 p.m. Central Australian time and 1:30 Central European time. You'll find a new, different environment behind me tomorrow, and also hopefully some new amazing achievements from the team.